Okay, thank you guys for coming back to another episode of Cobra TV. Okay, so the trailer, we're going to go ahead and talk about the footage that we just got. So much about this game has changed from anything we've seen in the past. And it is just really exciting to see this new footage. And to start, first off, right now, right here, what we see is the dashboard, the cockpit of the ships. They look different. Now, I don't know if they're all going to be procedurally arranged or what, but we do know that
would be really cool.
Yeah, right.
And also you can see in the middle now, like the radar part, it's all 3D. Like there's 3D models of the planets and all the enemies there.
Yeah, it's no longer like a cheap generic, digital read.
Yeah, it used to be just like a bunch of dots there.
Right. And at the top, Bookshelf Gaming pointed out to me that he just purchased that ship. As you can see, the Horizon Alpha purchased. He purchases the ship before he gets into it. Yep. So then we see him just taking off out of the space station there. Okay, so when he comes out of the space station, it gives the name of what maybe the solar system is. Dolahuda. And then it says warning, Silaton orbital conflict. I don't know what the Silaton is, but maybe the name of the faction. But it's definitely telling him that there's a war going on right outside the space station. So if we take a look.
So
this is a giant
orbital conflict.
Yes.
Sandbox that we're making. A universe-sized sandbox.
And if you look around, you can see like the space and the planets. Everything's got like a major graphical upgrade, like 100%, just upgraded.
Oh yeah, even the cockpits you can see, like it has a new sheen to it that it didn't have before.
Yeah, exactly. So, like when you thought that the game could not get any better looking, it has. And what's this up at the top here? It says 237.
Those are his units.
And nothing really. There's not too much difference up here.
It's just his ammo, like always.
Yep, but it says.
I think that's actually a health bar underneath the name, on the other side.
Over here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so it's warning him that there's something out there, like some kind of a war.
It's full of choices.
And if we look here, we immediately see this really big freighter-looking ship. And that's.
Oh yeah.
It almost.
We've never seen anything like that before.
No.
And I just want to point out real quick, that ship that just flew in front of him, you can see it has a little arrow over it. And play the video for a second.
Like here, we're at the
Once
boundary.
we get down here, see that one had it too.
Yeah.
And notice these are his allies. They're not really attacking him. So if I have Cobra
Between two warring factions. I could join in, I could take sides.
You can see this enemy ship right here starts to spew smaller ships out of it. That one. See, and then these other ships start to come out of it. And if you notice, above those ships, they have a different symbol. It's like
it's right here.
Series of
like,
triangles. Yeah.
Like diamonds. Like
there's one that flies like right in front of him.
Bottom, right here.
Yeah. There's one that flies right in front of him if you just like pause and then unpause. Do it kind of quick.
Oh, I've seen it. Yeah.
Wait, no, that was it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, so I think what those actually are faction symbols. Like to symbolize, like the ones with the arrows over them are, see, you can see it right there in the corner.
Yeah, I think you're right. Those might be faction symbols there.
So like the one with the 2 triangles and the 3 triangles on the bottom might be like the enemy faction, and the one with the arrows above it are his allies, so to speak.
Yeah. And I can't help but to point out the sound effects, man. Wow, they've done a really good job at these sound effects. I like how this enemy ship here just comes out of light speed and just spews and deploys tons of fighters out of it.
Oh yeah.
So
that's
I wonder
so cool.
if you could go inside there with yours.
Ooh. and then like kind of take it over,
Yeah.
separate it. That would be awesome.
So that's a tiny glimpse
Here we
of
are on the
space
Galactic
combat.
map again.
But I've only got 3 minutes, and there's loads that I want to show you. Like this. So this is the solar system that we're currently at. That's where that battle is taking place. But battles like that are taking place across the universe. If I pull back a little bit, you could see the other stars nearby that I can reach with my current hyperdrive.
Okay, we were always right, me and Bookshelf Gaming, saying that the connected lines were, from how far you could actually jump with your current hyperdrive.
Yep.
So that's good to know finally.
And I'm going to pull back a little bit more to give you a sense
Do you
of
think
the
that's a red
size of
star right there? What do you think that is?
The red star is where we just were.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if it was like a...
Yeah, he pulls out into the galactic map, and we come right out of that red star.
Okay. All right.
game. When I do, I really need you to keep in mind, to understand that every one of these points of light is a sun. And every one of those suns has its own solar system with planet-sized planets orbiting around it. Those have life, ecology. And I could even go a little
Trying to watch what his
faster.
fingers are doing so I can see how he's scrolling through that map. Pause here for a second.
Okay.
See the banner?
Yeah, see the banner.
There is multiple atlases flying in the sky.
Yeah, that's really cool looking.
Yeah, so
And a lot
if
of
that-
the concept art that they've
that-
been putting out lately, the Atlas has been up in the sky.
especially like I'm intrigued by this one because it has more than one. Like we've
Right.
only ever seen one in one place, but then this
Yeah.
one has a whole bunch.
Definitely. Yep.
Yeah, I don't know what that could be though.
Now, most of these places,
So much
I've never
mystery
been
surrounding
visited.
Atlas.
Exactly.
many of them never will be. Over there, in the distance, is the center of the galaxy.
Now we were.
We
I had
were
a
right
bunch
once
of-
again.
Yep, I had a bunch of arguments with people over on the Facebook group, the old one, about the light being the center of the galaxy. And it turns out that, yes, that is the center of the galaxy. Sort of like, it's not going to look like a light when you get to it, but it's almost like a beacon to always tell you which way the center actually is without being too artificial. And
Or without showing you what's there.
Exactly, yeah. And it's meant to, like, we're leaving the light on for you. Come home whenever you want,
Right.
And so yeah, it's a good way, because if you're not looking directly towards the center, it's not going to be as bright. It's going to be the brightest when you're looking right in its direction. So that way you know which way to travel.
hmm
And I think that's a really good way to make it to where it doesn't feel too artificial, like an arrow saying this way, this way.
And if you think about it, it's going to take a while because you can't just travel there in a straight line. Like you have to hop from from solar system to solar system, star to star, to get closer to it. And none of those stars are just aligned in a straight line straight towards the center. Like you're going to have to go right some and then left some. So it's going to take longer than just going in a straight line,
Yeah, yeah.
That's where we're all trying to get to. And now I'm going to do something really stupid. I'm just going to pick one of these at random. And we can go there. Now, this was okay in
And if you
rehearsal,
pause here
otherwise it
for a
wouldn't be.
second,
Okay.
you can see at the bottom it says the warp distance, and then it has the amount of light years away.
Right. 213.3 light years away.
Yep.
Region Pyritis, Cotter Terminus. I give up.
Paradis Cotter Terminus.
Yeah, show off.
But
yeah.
if anything horrible goes
Alright.
wrong, just keep in mind that I've not been here before.
Now, can we do something that Bookshelf Gaming pointed out? The massive thug shot of Sean Murray doing his little thug life square press. This is how you press a square button on a PS4 controller.
Like a
Watch.
thug.
Like a thug. Here we go. Watch.
Not been here before.
Bam.
Boom. Mic drop. Mic drop right there.
Mic drop. You are right. Now
He's like,
amazing.
check out how cool my warp drive is, guys.
Yeah. Look at this space station here. And you know what's weird about it? It looks like it has a thruster.
It does, but I think that's actually an airlock.
Oh yeah.
Because when he's coming out of the other one, you can see him go through a glowing blue thing.
Yeah. You know, I think you're right. But yeah, that's a really different view of a space station that we've seen so far. And I like this little ball at the bottom. I wonder how much of it is just pure, design for looks, or how much of it's actually practical design.
Well, the ball could be like an antenna, because you know how on some like receivers are shaped like that, just like a ball.
Right.
Cool.
Now you see here, he warped there. He looked. He's probably thankful that he sees a planet that could have life because of the blue and the green. So he takes a breath of, he goes cool, and he goes, So he's definitely like, oh, good, I got lucky. But the important thing here that I want to point out is that he's stopped. He hasn't done anything. A lot of people were wondering if they could just sit there in space. And that's exactly what he's doing right here, right now. He's just sitting there.
Yeah, and then he thrusts forward a little bit, kind of gets a taste of the water, and then goes down.
Yeah.
So here we are in an undiscovered solar system. Probably no one's ever been here before. I can do a scan. And when I do, you'll see some points of interest.
So he did a massive scan there of the planet and brought up a lot of points of interest. Otherwise, they were not there until he did so. So another person had messaged me saying, "Hey Cobra, do you think the points of interest ruin the surprise element of the game?" And I think no, it doesn't. But obviously, you could choose to scan the planet or not.
I was gonna say you don't actually have to scan the planet before you go down onto it.
Right.
You would just go down onto it and be like, okay, I'm just gonna search around.
Yeah. And we got different points of interest here. We got green ones, we got red ones, purple ones, and they look really different than the last trailer that we had. I tell you what, the entire game looks completely different than the Portal trailer or the Trading Center trailer. Looks completely different, and I think in a good way too.
Yeah, me too.
I wonder what kind of learning that we're gonna have as far as what color points of interest mean what. Like, he said there might be like a small tutorial in the beginning, but he also said he doesn't want to hold our hands. So I wonder if we have to figure out what color points of interest mean what.
Well, yeah, it wouldn't actually be that hard to figure out, because you would just have to, kind of scan and then go see what they are when you get there.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, like if red always happens to be a trading center, then, it won't take too long to figure.
Well, he says that the red ones are antennas.
Okay, all right.
So I think they do stay the same the whole time.
Okay, good.
Red one down there is a beacon.
Oh, he said the red one down there is a beacon.
Yeah, that's what it is, a beacon. And that's where you upload
I've made
your
it so that there's always a beacon near where I warp in, just for this.
And now, if you notice, he's taken a long time to get down onto the planet. A lot of people were really concerned about how long it takes for, the transition from space to the planet. And it's either A, it's fixed, like he listened to people's worries and concerns, or that it's just as he said in the past, it's going to vary per planet.
I think they fixed it. So here we have the atmospheric percentages. So it's 53% oxygen.
Oxygen?
Oxygen.
Wow.
It's 53% oxygen. And 40% high gliese. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, and 47% Hyglace. And it was discovered by Sean E3 2015.
Now, I also like to point out how the planet's already named for him, and it did not, prompt him to name anything at all as he's playing. So I wonder if that's something that's done later on, or if they decided to take it out.
Or maybe when he's uploading his discoveries, then he can choose to name them.
Okay, let's go ahead and keep watching, because we do see him upload it. But yes, the distance or the time it takes for him to get to from space to the planet is increased. So that's good.
So beacons are where you... Beacons are where you upload discoveries. That's it over there, behind that rock. And this is the planet that we've just found.
Okay, see, it's beacons are where you upload discoveries. So just because you discovered something doesn't mean you get to claim that discovery until you upload it at a red point of interest, which is a beacon.
All right.
An alien world that we found together. This is Planet E3. And it's not like the prettiest planet I've seen.
Now, what do you think that thing is?
But
I'm not sure. I like it, though.
Me too.
I've also seen a lot worse. So I could...
You know...
That could be like one of the old ruins that they talk about.
And as luck would have it, there's no alien life. But I could show you this. So every planet in every solar system is fully destructible.
All right, here's the multi-tool. It is completely 100% changed. So everything that you know, that we know about the multi-tool, just throw it away. Completely just toss it. Any videos where I've ever talked about it, toss it. It's done. It's gone. Yeah. This is a completely new beast right here. This is a new multi-tool. Wow, I'm very impressed by it too. I like it. I like the change.
All right, let's see this thing in action.
All right. And here we get to see he's blowing up the environment. He's made 2 shots so far, and it looked like some of that the resources came back and hit him. Like, I don't know if it ricocheted and came back, or if it was just...
I think it got sucked up.
You think it's just automatically coming to him?
Yeah, watch.
Okay, and then the bottom here, you can see like
what it's made out
generic periodic table symbols. Yeah.
Elements.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. See, it gets sucked up. Yeah.
Huh. 4 or 5 shots, and after 4 or 5 shots, the malevolent force, which it was called the malevolent force a long time ago, but the guardian robots, or what he refers to as the sentinels, here come after him only after 5 shots. 2 of them. At this point, with his ship being right there, I'd be afraid that they were gonna mess it up.
Yeah, step on it.
Those guys are the sentinels. They protect the planets from explorers like me.
And then here he accidentally backs into the water.
Yeah, it looks like mining is going to be actually harder than what we thought.
Yeah.
And now I'm underwater. And there's fish. There's some E3 fish.
Well, E3 fish.
Yeah.
Cool.
I just like how realistic everything looks. I mean, the fish actually feel like they're really underwater.
Mm-hmm.
So now I need to find that beacon.
And he discovered a fish also.
Yeah.
And I can upload those discoveries.
Got some.
And not to point out the negatives, but the grass is still floating back there.
I'm not even worried about the floating grass
me
whatsoever.
Like it's very unnoticeable. The only person, like someone else pointed it out to me, I didn't even notice it.
As far as I'm concerned, the grass could just grow off the air. I don't care.
It could. I don't really care either.
Okay, we got some land animals here, and then a drone pops up around a corner, and we get to see one in action. Again, the sound effects, amazing. I would also like to point out how the drone, it doesn't just explode and disappear. I like how it breaks.
It actually fell apart.
Yeah, it fell apart, it breaks, and it breaks down, and it just falls down to the surface. I really like that touch. I really do. It's realistic to me. It's really immersive.
So here we're at the beacon.
Okay, not to mention. First, I got to mention these animal sounds that we just got done hearing. Wow, just
yeah.
I just can't believe it. I just, oh man. And well, anyways, he's uploading 4 records uploaded, 4 claimed, and then it says 0 rejected. So I wonder why. I wonder why a discovery could be rejected.
Right. Why would any of your discoveries be rejected?
Huh. All right, so then for some reason when you're uploading it, it goes way above even the space station.
I was gonna say, because it can't be delivering it just to the space station.
Right. So that's just a little graphic to show that you're uploading it. I don't know.
I guess so.
But that's cool. It's
I like
cool
it.
that I like how you have to upload your discoveries at these beacons. I think that's cool.
Yeah. Do you think that you could possibly fill up your discovery cache, you know? Like either you discovered a bunch of things and now you can't discover anything else until you upload?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that
now-
seems like it would be a thing.
Right.
When the game is out, and we'll announce a release date soon, I promise. When the game is out, one of you might one day come across this planet. And that's just a little glimpse of No Man's Sky. It's got trading, fighting, exploring, survival.
And look at the size of that mountain behind him right there. I mean, that is just like, you know, we haven't seen big mountains before, but that one right there is pretty huge.
Right, and that just goes to show that they're listening, because I think it was in the 70
Podcast,
questions.
No,
or
it was
the
data
podcast.
yeah.
Somebody said, "Hey, why are the mountains so small?"
Right.
So it looks
And
like
it's a
they're
huge
listening.
game.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right.
There
wow.
it is, guys.
And that is it. We are going to do more extensive talks over these, over this new footage. Plus we have new screenshots that we're going to go over and talk about. Yep. And we got more new footage, more screenshots. So come on back. And this is going to be like one of those weeks where we're just going to keep uploading and uploading. And
This is going to be a very large content stream.
Yes. And who knows, maybe over the next couple of days, we're going to get more from Hello Games. So stay tuned, guys. Love you guys. Do not forget to go by explorenms.com and make an account. Tons of people over there already. Almost 1,000 members. Until next time.